500-year-old treasure ship found in the Namibian desert filled with gold, ivory, and precious artifacts. A buried secret has emerged from one of the world's most desolate deserts, a centuries-old shipwreck packed with lost riches and clues to a forgotten global trade empire. In 2008, miners sifting through the sands of Namibia's Sperrgebiet, a restricted diamond mining zone near the Skeleton Coast, stumbled upon what looked like wooden beams and rusted metal. What they had found, though, was far from ordinary. The remarkably well-preserved wreck of a 16th-century Portuguese ship, later identified as the Bom Jesus, lost at sea in 1533. Buried beneath shifting desert dunes for nearly 500 years, the vessel had vanished en route to India. Now, thanks to Namibia's state diamond company Namdeb and the forensic work of maritime archaeologist Dr. Dieter Nolli, the wreck is considered one of the most significant nautical finds ever made in Africa. The discovery includes over 2,000 gold coins, ivory tusks, copper ingots, and navigational instruments, offering a rare glimpse into the global trade dynamics of the early modern era. This is the oldest shipwreck ever discovered on the west coast of sub-Saharan Africa, said Dr. Nolli, chief archaeologist at the Southern Africa Institute of Maritime Archaeological Research. And it's in phenomenal condition, thanks to the desert environment. A treasure trove from the age of discovery, hidden in plain sight. The Bom Jesus, Portuguese for Good Jesus, was a Portuguese carrack, a large ocean-going ship common during the Age of Exploration. It sailed under King João III during a period when Portugal dominated sea routes from Europe to Asia. Scholars believe a violent storm forced the vessel toward the perilous coast of southern Namibia, where it struck rocks and capsized. The ship, along with its crew and cargo, was swallowed by the sea, then by sand. What makes the find exceptional isn't just the volume of riches discovered, but their state of preservation. Archaeologists recovered over 2,000 pure gold coins bearing the mark of João III, as well as elephant ivory, copper, and silver, all protected for centuries beneath the Namibian sands. These artifacts provide hard evidence of 16th-century trade routes linking Portugal, West Africa, and India, and raise new questions about the mechanics of maritime commerce in that period. According to a 2009 field presentation by Dr. Nolli, the ship may have been transporting goods for the Fugger banking dynasty, one of the most powerful merchant families in Renaissance Europe. The ship's inventory, meticulously catalogued by a multidisciplinary team, also includes navigational tools, weaponry, and remains of the crew. Custody, cooperation, and cultural heritage in modern Africa. Despite its origin, the Bom Jesus and its contents now legally belong to Namibia, under UNESCO's Convention on the Protection of the Underwater Cultural Heritage. Portuguese authorities have opted not to claim ownership, a decision hailed by some historians as a meaningful gesture of post-colonial cooperation. The Namibian government, with support from researchers and cultural institutions, has proposed creating a dedicated museum to house the artifacts. While plans are still in development, officials from the Namibian Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture have suggested Oranjemund as a likely location, close to where the wreck was found. This diplomatic resolution is particularly notable, given global tensions over the ownership of historical artifacts. In an era of repatriation and restitution, the Bom Jesus stands out as a collaborative success, a model for how nations can share in the stewardship of global history. What the ship tells us about climate, geology, and luck. The discovery was more than just fortunate. The Skeleton Coast is infamous for its shipwrecks, a reputation earned from centuries of storm-lashed currents and deceptive shallows. But what protected the Bom Jesus for centuries wasn't the sea, but the Namib Desert, one of the oldest and driest in the world. As the coastline gradually shifted westward, wind-driven sand covered the wreck like a sarcophagus. This process of natural preservation is now drawing interest from climate scientists and geologists. A recent study published in Quaternary International examined how coastal dune systems in the Namib are shaped by long-term climate cycles and how they can preserve or expose archaeological finds. The desert is dry enough to preserve metal, bone, even textiles in some cases, said Nolli. What we found was not just a ship. It was a floating time capsule. Today, the story of the Bom Jesus is one of convergence, of continents, of trade, of lost lives, and unexpected survival. And though most of the artifacts remain in secure storage, their eventual display may change how Africa and the world remembers its role in the earliest chapters of globalization.